Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have V Premium BRO coming up soon, so you know what I'm taking? Well, I'm taking the one V Premium deck I have left. So I have Battle Sisters, and that's the deck profile I'm going to profile to you today, and that's what I'm going to take the BRO. So let's go ahead and get started to get right into it. First, we just obviously have the Little Essential Mega Starter, because it comes in the IMR, love it. Then for the main deck, for grade 3s, I still run the 4 copies of Battle Sister Fromage. Obviously, just the best grade 3 in the deck. You're getting the 2 draws, you're getting the stacking ability, and the extra 5k per Battle Sister, which is very, very good. Then we have 4 copies of Goddess of the Sun Amaterasu. Now, this card isn't as good in V Premium as it is in Premium, but it's still very, very good because you're running cards like Battle Sister Torijas, which you can reveal it to give yourself 10k and a crit, which can be very, very impactful, as well as it does have its own skill, which is very good to filter your hand out, as well as reveal itself. So say you have like one that you saw off the Fromage skill, you can call another down and then reveal it to give your Vanguard a sneaky 10k and a crit that your opponent really didn't prepare for. So the card is still pretty good. And then new edition, we got 2 copies of the Otogo Sahime. This card is very good because it's another draw 2 cards when you ride it on the Vanguard circle. And again, it's another grade 3 that gives massive power to your columns, because the main way we win with this deck is Sentinel Restrict on the Battle Sister Trifle with a lot of crits on it, kind of like Gavrael. So being able to pump an extra 20k on top of this, on top of the triggers you check, really makes it extremely valuable. I do like this card as a very good addition. And getting into Battle Sister Trifle, now this card is very good because it acts as an advantage engine and your finisher. So when you call it, you counter boss 1, you check the top 3, you call a Battle Sister, and then you put the rest on the top of your deck in any order. This can be very, very useful because manipulating top of deck is very important, because we do run cards that really need to have that top card be, manipulated for, so you can go into that check knowing. As well as the Sentinel Restrict is very important, and we have multiple ways to play into both of these skills now, because this is what you really have to build a deck around, because it's very, very strong. So the other grade 2s, we still have 4 copies of Battle Sister Choquette. Heal Guardians improve this card significantly. Amaterasu improves this card significantly. Just overall, this card is very, very good. A very good card for aggro, as well as a very good card for being able to heal when you've been taking some damage early. You'll be able to stack that defensive Heal Guardian, attack, check that Heal Guardian, so you get the Heal Guardian in the hand, and as well as you get heal damage. So into Gavrael and some decks like that, it's actually kind of good to just play these out and then stay on grade 2, so like your opponent can't even swing into you, and you can just like neg 2 crit, thinking Gavrael across decks like that can really get hampered by this. So very, very good card. And then we play 2 copies of the Miko of the Round Moon Fuyo. I really like this card because it puts a grade 3 into soul when your opponent's at grade 3 for your trifle. So this means that if you have one trifle, maybe you can call a second down, maybe you wrote over a grade 3, so you have one in soul, but you want to have a second one, so there's 2 columns that can't sentinel, so it makes it very, very hard for them. Say if they're playing a protect deck, they kind of wants to farm sentinels, you can use this card to kind of make them ruin that game plan, so it's very, very good. As well as getting the draw and the card on top of the deck means you can use your cards to manipulate certain cards on top of the deck, so the card overall is very good. But I didn't want to fully commit to 4 because I really like the next card, which is 2 copies of Diviner Kuroi Kazuchi. This card is very strong because it allows us to have pretty much triple drive with its effect, because discarding the card to reveal a crit means we can now stack 3 criticals on top of this Trifle Sentinel Restrict, which means that with a Battle Sister Pantone and the Okota Sahime, you're getting to like 82 to 92 with 3 crit Sentinel Restrict, which is basically Hamiel. It's basically Hamiel. So this is one of the ways we're able to do that, because with like maybe Fromage skill, or you have the knowledge of Trifle itself, that you have 3 crits. Don't waste them, use this. As well as it can also reveal Goddess of the Sun, which is also very, very good. And then we do have 4 copies of Battle Sister Torijas. This card is just very good as well. It's an advantage engine as well as a 13k booster for the rest of the game. Very strong. 4 copies of Battle Sister Casado. Getting 10k means your aggro is extremely strong. You can just call down full fields with this card. You're hitting 32k columns extremely easily, as well as 27k columns extremely easily. As well as like on grade 1, if you use this and you reveal a trigger, you can call down 2 of these, and then you're swinging 18-28 on turn 1. So very, very good. This card is very good. And then 3 copies of Battle Sister Pantone. I was debating between 3 and 4, maybe cutting down the Casado, but I like 3 because I'm using its effect later in the game, so I don't really need the 4th copy, because I don't need to see it till later in the game, because I really want to use this effect to get extra power on top of the Trifle for that one punch. So the whole goal of the deck is aggro them out, then when they're at 3 or 4, try to kill them with that massive a trifle crit, so this really helps that, as well as it gives extra soul, because we do eat a lot of soul between Choquette and Kuroi Kazuchi. Next for triggers, we obviously got 4 copies of the Heal Guardians. I really like the Heal Guardian. Obviously, everyone likes the Heal Guardian, and this deck is especially good because you can stack it, and then you can reveal it for Kuroi Kazuchi, or you can drive check it to get extra heals off, so you're able to search your heals out and then play like a higher damage game, which is very nice. And then for other triggers, I'm running a 12 crit lineup, because again, this is like Gavrail, where we're wanting to stack all our triggers on a Sentinel where Shuriken can punch him really hard. You can pretty much, I think 2 draw, 2 Sentinel crit is very good as well, but I wanted to go with max crits because obviously we're playing a best of 1 format, so if you hit a draw sometimes and then you get the extra card, a crit could have won you the game in the long run. So that's why I want to max out for the crits and just try and do it that way. So anyways, guys, thanks for the watch. I want to go ahead and bring you guys my premium BRO experience. I place very well, and that deck will be coming out soon. I believe I'll release that next because it's going to be a longer video. I'm going to be talking about the matchups and such. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching and take care.